Hey everyone, Bl'Artagnan here. DFFOO can be a bit of a stressful game at times, with Lufenia Plus causing us to rip our hair out. So, I'm bringing you the DFFOO guided ASMR meditation experience for spiritual enlightenment and harmonious rebalancing. As stressful as the gameplay is, the most relaxing part of this game is probably pulling and spending resources, despite what the hoarders would have you think. And so, I'm going to do some pulls here for one of my favorite characters from the game Final Fantasy V, Faris, the sexy female pirate. I know there's a bit of a back and forth about whether this character's worth pulling for, and I decided, you know what, at the end of the day, I want that pirate energy. So, you can just relax, sit back, close your eyes. Wait, don't close your eyes. If you close your eyes, you can't see the results of the pulls. Fuck. Well, we have a gold orb here. Hopefully, we get the LD here and don't have to spend any tickets, meaning my hoard and stash will stay untouched. Like I said, the most relaxing part of the game is not spending resources. Very much relaxing seeing how few gold or 5-star weapons are showing up here. And we have a Faris EX. You can get a pretty good sphere from that, but I already have mine, so looks like it's time to go to tickets. Using that 10 times draw that we're not going to sit through. We're looking for those gold orbs. Relaxing, meditating, taking deep, rejuvenating breaths as we search for those gold orbs to get those LDs, or just the one LD. Nothing but trash. Here we go, this is the money shot, this is what we're looking for. I know there's a lot of debate about whether or not Faris should be pulled for based on her call utility. I know her rework is not very exciting, or very good if we're being blunt. But, hey, there we go. I guess, for the rest of the video, I'll go ahead and sell some equipment and continue sharing my thoughts on the character, since that showed up a pretty generous number of tickets. But, yeah, Faris, the big negative for using her as a call or as a unit is probably the 5-frame debuff she brings of various use. They buff the potency, so it's a lot better than it used to be. But it still takes up a lot of real estate that could be used for things like HP Silence, for Imperils, for Jack Call, Prompt Call, the list goes on. I think, once we get 8 debuff slots, that'll be a lot less stressful, but it is an interesting point. People are talking about the defense down it brings, and I don't think that on its own is enough to merit using it. The attack down is also pretty nice. It's on par with X-Death attack down, which, as you know from my channel, I'm a big fan of. 70% or higher is really nice. The poison kinda is useless, truthfully, but I think what people aren't talking enough about is the actual LD debuff that comes with the call, which reduces brave damage the enemy deals by 20%, imperils 3 different elements, thunder, water, and wind, and also sets their brave to 0 at the end of every turn. That can, if you time that right, that's a very unique and potent effect, and I think that that's most likely when I'll, if I was going to make the case that you should pull just for Faris Call, I would say it's for that unique utility. If you have the resources to be, pulling for characters with unique utility niches, I think that's a very interesting one. As a debuffer, as an attacker, she's okay, but not as, not the best. You can use a Cloud or an Arciello or a Beatrix or a Balthier and probably get more bang for your buck than you would with Faris, but I am kind of interested to see how she goes now that her debuffs are all framed and have a decent potency behind them. It doesn't feel like she's a completely dead character now. So, I'll be trying to use her both in Transcendence, which dropped tonight, and in future content. We'll see if I can fit her on teams. It's tricky with the debuffs, but you do what you can for your favorites. She might just fill in for replace X-Death as my Saga character. It wouldn't be the first time I took a debuff heavy character with some okay attack down and tried to carry them through stages, so we'll see how that goes. I hope you found this experience relaxing and meditative. My voice is getting a bit hoarse, but I think it's a worthwhile sacrifice to make for the sake of your spiritual harmony. It's important to me that those of us who are playing this game, they enjoy themselves and they stay balanced. They don't get too bent out of shape when things don't go their way. Especially knowing that the future holds incredibly terrifying things like Lufenia Plus, like launch immune content, like Sid Reigns and his 10 million damage launches. It's a terrifying and intimidating future, and the most important thing I think is not to think about it. Don't live in the future, live in the present. And the present right now has an extremely attractive pirate lady who is just waiting for you to spend some gems, some plunder, and take you on a grand dance. So, with that out of the way, I thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next video, ideally with a lot more hydration and probably a lot less spiritual harmony. Thanks for watching. Adios.